heaven. It's heaven for Ten Hag. Oh. I got so excited. This was blue before, and now it's white. How are we doing, people? We're back after an absolute mauling. Not quite a Bayern Munich mauling. I mean, Jesus Christ. There's a couple of pretty crazy scorelines tonight. pretty wild scorelines, I can't lie. Bayern are on something. Man United were on something. Anthony Herbert's on something. Big up Fuzzy. Me and Tony backstage. He called you a wanker. Oh, really? Can't see you. Can't see you down on the bottom of my screen. Where are you at? Can't see you guys. And big ups to Early Doors Football TV as well. How are we doing? You guys doing your show tonight or something tonight? Or am I thinking of another night? Because I know that you guys do some show. I can't remember which one it is. It's what's his face? I literally name doesn't come to mind. But yeah, man. 7-0 to Man United. 7 Hag has got his revenge. It's not against Liverpool, but it's still another team, finally. And it's now officially Ten Hag's biggest win. The biggest win for Ten Hag, Mr. Hag, in the Manchester United dugout. So that's a record, I guess. Maybe one that he can be happy about, but maybe not so proud of, because I mean it's his third season, and yeah. Dad's Army Football. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's who I was thinking of. That's a better taunt. All right. Everyone's becoming a wanker in the chat, as it would seem. Everyone's wanking off. But to be fair, watching that was quite excitable, quite delectable, quite simply sensational. And you know what? For once, little old me saying, maybe, I'm pushing my luck here. I'm thinking 4-0 with this game. I don't see us scoring that many goals. We never do it. It never happens. It's a new dawn, people. It's a new dawn. I don't know what happened tonight that was different from every other night that we've played football under this manager. But for some reason, we just decided, you know what? This team, this team that we're playing, absolutely not. No, get out of it. Just beat them up. Literally, just showed them no mercy. And the fact is that there were several other opportunities that we should have taken, and several chances that some were offside, some weren't. Some were given us offside when they shouldn't have been. But we could have had ourselves like a 9-10-0 game here. Genuinely a 9-10-0 game. Barnsley, not even close. Not even quite. I think that's barring one chance that they had, but that was it. Literally, they had 3 shots the whole game. 3 shots the whole game. And Man United, it's just controlling everything. Controlling possession, shots, on the defensive side of things. And do you know what? A bit of patience as well with the ball. A little bit of patience picking your moments and, taking them. Hello, Hopfars. Hello, Jaminho. How are we doing? LOL. Shame that McShite isn't at United anymore. Him versus Connor Hurahan in midfield would have been an interesting battle. I'll tell you what, Scott McTominay would have bagged tonight. 100%. If he was starting for Man United, he would have bagged at least 2 goals. He would have scored the goals that Eriksen did. He would have. He absolutely would have. It would have just happened. He would have just run up the pitch, disappeared, and then just popped up in the box. It's like, hey guys, pass to me. I'll put the ball in the back of the net. But thankfully, he can stay McSaucing out in Napoli. I heard that he's not doing too bad over there. From what I've heard, he's not doing too bad. So all the more to him there. Evening, Jaminho. We're both watching you, Fuzzy. Both watching me whilst you're live on another channel, or is the channel just live streaming my channel? If it is, then I guess hello. But I heard Eriksen actually had a good game. Do you know what? Eriksen in the number 10 actually did a very steady job. He did a very, very steady job, and it was good to see because it provides thought provocation. The only downside I have is Eriksen scored his goals or found his actual end product impact when Bruno was on the pitch, but I felt like he was giving more to the team, or the team was getting more with him in the number 10 position without Bruno on the pitch. So, I mean, that's the funny thing. So I feel like Eriksen, genuinely, I think we saw the team's best harmony with Eriksen and the number 10 and Bruno sat on the bench. But, some people might perceive that differently. Some people might have thought, well, Eriksen starting next to Kobbie Mainoo against Palace at the weekend is perfect. Well, it's not. It absolutely isn't. We'll get beat by Palace if they play. If we end up playing Eriksen in midfield, it's got to be Ugarte. Ugarte's solid performance tonight. Solid performance from Ugarte. Debut start, but can't go wrong with that. Not too sure what the idea with Toby Collier at left back was, but looked like he was hung out to dry a little bit with that positioning. But he's a soldier. He's a good soldier. You'll put him on the pitch and he'll do whatever he can to the best of his ability. And I think it's clear that he's definitely not full-back material. He's a number 6. The club want to use him as a number 6. The club want to develop him into being the number 6. They've already said that there isn't a player on the market in that position that is better than what they have planned for Toby Collier to morph into. So, I mean, whatever that means. Shit score tonight. But why? When's the last time Arsenal scored 7 goals? I mean, the last time Man United scored 7 goals, I think, was back in the game against Southampton. Ironically, the last game we played, or the last opponent we played, was the last time we scored 7 goals. That was under Ollie. We put 9 past them that night. Fuzzy, Donna wants her thongs back. No. She can go get her own. Big up Fuzzy Ten Hag in forever and everyone in the chat. I'm cautious with this because I'm seeing people saying, "Oh my god, guys, we turned a corner. Ten Hag, this is massively improving. Like there is improvement there." I'm just like, is it improvement or is it just you're watching the football pay its dividends, and it's not being punished to the level that you would expect it to. We've got a couple of tough games, Palace away next and then Spurs at home. If we beat those 2 teams with relative comfort, as we've somewhat had in this game plus last game for the most part, barring the first half an hour, then maybe there's a conversation to be had because we'll be talking about a bit of consistency, but also it's for the right reasons and that the team is finding something that's working or the manager's picking something that's working. but that's just it. Consistency is a big question mark. What happens the next game is anyone's guess, because it could be Man United go to Selhurst Park, which, by the way, Palace, oof, close game against QPR. I know they're away from home, but was not exactly a weak team that they played. That's one of their better teams. One of their better teams that they played against QPR, and scraped by in that game. So if I'm Man United, I'm looking at that, I'm saying, listen, go to Selhurst Park and just kick the shit out of them. Just kick the ever-loving shit out of them and win. Just win. I think for us right now, I don't really care too much about, football looks sexy now. Football's great. It's fantastic. I just want us to go there and win. Just win. Just beat them. 3 points collectors. That's what we've got to be. Pick up the points on the road. Pick them up at home. Pick them up everywhere. In Europa League, which I believe we play next week, midweek. I think it's FC 20. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 20, it might be somebody else, but I'll tell you what, it's a big chance to get a bit of a run going. We love you, Fuzzy, and your blue fizzy fuzzy. I haven't got my blue fizzy today. I haven't got it. They didn't get any. Didn't get some. It's a shame. Should have turned my tongue and teeth blue. But then again, I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I can't do that. But yeah, big ups to Michael Chelsea FC. Big ups also to Matt Foster. Spurs are being Spursy, so you'll beat them, Fuzz. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about how Spurs are playing this amazing football, but facts can't be denied that the actual results side of things, the results business. Football might be a flourishing business, and it's like a drug. You get high in it. You get high in the good football, but a results business is failing. You're about to shut your doors, and it is peak hours, peak long hours for Spurs, because they've not got a good win record in quite a large swath of time. Not a good win record. We're talking, I think, about 40% win rate in like the last 35 games or something crazy like that. I'm thinking, bloody hell, about 40% win rate. Seriously, big handball, guys. Literally, there's a team equivalent into a performance of a Prem team that sits somewhere in the lower half of the table. But these guys, they're rating it. They're rating it. I mean, stats don't lie. Vibes can't deny you the truth. Well, vibes can deny you the truth only for so long. I mean, look at Arsenal fans. They've been doing it for 4 years. Bayern Munich scoring 9 goals against Dinamo Zagreb tonight. I know, but Bayern have just decided, you know what, I've had enough. We're going to beat people up. Like 15 goals, I think it was. 15 goals in their last 2 games for Bayern. It's not bad, is it? It's not that bad. Yeah, so early doors. Cane's on fire again. Yeah, 4 goals, a hat-trick of penalties, by the way. Hat-tricks of penalties. United will never win sexy under Ten Hag. I'll never win sexy. It might not have been sexy tonight, but it was convincing nonetheless. It was convincing, to say the least, but then again, it is Barnsley, so you'd expect it to be convincing. But not even I was expecting it to be that much of a statement. Because, I mean, most teams would say, well, look, Man United, Barnsley, yeah, they should win, 2-0, 3-0, just control the game, pick a moment to score here or there, and, wrap the game up. But we slaughtered them. Absolutely slaughtered them. It was a mismatch, men against boys, but then again, it's probably more realistic to say it was a Premier League team versus a League One team, to put it as simply as possible. Ange will be gone by Christmas. Tenar could be gone by Christmas too. There's quite a few. There's quite a few people that could be gone by Christmas. Question, Fuzzy. What do you think of my mug Jez sent me? I showed on Sunday. I think it's the best mug I've ever seen. God, I had to do that. I had to do it. It's the only time. It's the only appropriate time to do it. Keep Ange in. He's doing a fantastic job. Do you know the stinky thing about this, Michael? The stinkiest thing is that Ange could literally play some of the worst, like in terms of a result-based football, some of the worst football Tottenham have ever seen, and they'd still probably find a way to embarrass United. But do you know what? I hope. I'd say that I'll have a bit of confidence against Spurs if we can dispatch Palace, you know, with relative comfort, right? Not make the game look like it was an absolute struggle fest. Like, just absolutely just go from minute 1 to 90 on the weekend. Just calm, relaxed, composed football. You don't have to be the prettiest thing on the eye, but just like where it matters most, you control the game, and ultimately dispatch the opposition. You know, score by 2-3 goals margin on the score line. And listen, we can start talking about the damage we can do to Tottenham when they come to town, when they come to Old Trafford. We've also got Twente midweek, so another game where I'd hope if we beat Palace, confidence booster game against Twente. You know, relatively difficult team to play against. I'm pretty sure it's Twente. Am I getting that right? Is it Twente or is it somebody else? It is Twente. So yeah, we'll play against Twente on the 25th. When's that? What day is that on? That is on the Wednesday. So tomorrow next week, Twente at home as well. So we've got 2 home games in a row after Palace. So yeah, let's see to it that we do good things. Ange wins things in his second season. Apparently, he doesn't mostly win. He always wins something in his second season. He can win this P45. Maybe a P45 is what's on the cards. But then again, maybe he despite it being through constipation, maybe he does actually shit out a trophy. You know, maybe he does shit his way out of the Carabao Cup and win something this season. Who knows? But the football doesn't. The football, the results, all that jazz do not tell you that that's what's in the is in the script. I'm afraid Big Ange's script of high line and winning, second season trophy syndrome might just be made into a myth. You need Mason Mount back, mate. To be honest, I don't feel like we're missing him all that much. I really don't. I don't necessarily see Mount as somebody who's in any of the times he's played for us made a significant enough difference. But that's just me. I don't know what other United fans feel, but from what I've seen, he's not provided when he's played. He's just been another player on the pitch that takes like a 6 out of 10 if United win. But that's probably as good as it gets. It's just passing 5 yards for most of the game. Thanks, Fuzzy. I thought the same. The breast mug of all time. Arsenal Manic, thumbs up. Thank you. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Been watching quietly for the past few minutes. Can't believe United fans are shaking their bum violently for a win against Barnslehhh in the Greg's Cup. I'm watching the Champions League. Well, it's United fans, right? Every time Man United win something, United are back. Every time they lose something, we're gone. But the thing is, right, with United fans watching this performance, it's not the sort of scoreline or result that anybody was actually fully expecting, right? Nobody was sat there before Barnsley came into this game saying, yeah, we'll slap them 7-0 or 8-0 or 9-0 or something like that. People would have barely gone to 5-0. Barely gone to 5-0. So the fact that this game is sort of shown a different sort of feel to the Man United temperament. Like, that team has not looked as free to scoring goals as it has done for since Ten Hag's taken the job. Usually there shows like there's a bit of restraint or just not taking any chances. We missed big chances today, but still just non-stop attack after attack after attack, constantly going at Barnsley. And the fact is we got a scoreline to very accurately reflect that we did brutalise them. It sort of gives a bit more confidence in speaking about what you expect from Manchester United, because if you expect something and they deliver, thank you, I'm happy. If you expect something and they over deliver, like they overachieve, you can only be pleasantly surprised, and it boosts your feeling up a little bit more. So I mean, I'm happy. I know it's only Barnsley, but still I'm happy in the nature of which this team dispatched its opposition today and just stayed on the throat from the first minute to the last. The fact is that this game made Marcus Rashford look good. That's telling you something. It made him look good. It made Garnacho look good. Garnacho missing a 6-yard sitter. How is he missing from there? God only knows, but still got 2 goals tonight. Anthony was given a penalty and, played it with composure. Even he was on the score sheet tonight. Ericsson hasn't scored a goal for United since last season. Was it last season or was it season before? I can't remember. But it's 2 goals for him. Very, very impactful performance, in the number 10 position. Impactful performance. Casemiro didn't look too bad. It looked all right. Agate, good performance next to him. Toby Collier, I don't know why he was playing at left back, but then again, we don't really have any left backs at the club. Johnny Evans and Maguire, not a centre back partnership you'd expect to be playing, but here we are. It's just how it is. Rotation, I guess. Diogo Dalot, energetic performance, giving a lot for the team, which is what you like to see. And Bayindir, get a deck chair out, son. Just sit back and relax. Literally, no saves. 0 saves today. 0 saves. Just kick back and relax. Don't need to do anything. Literally. Bruno Fernandes came on. Made some things happen. Got a couple of assists, I think it was. So yeah, he'll of course get being increased to match ratings. Mazraoui came on, solid performance there as well. Joshua Zirkzee, shame he wasn't on the score sheet. He couldn't score, but it is what it is. I mean, Zirkzee maybe give him a start and have a confident team playing behind him. I'd back him to score against Palace on the weekend. I would. I think he may find the back of the net at Selhurst Park. Matthias de Ligt coming on just to upkeep fitness a little bit. Not a huge amount of time, but just give him some minutes to stay match sharp. Diallo on as well in sort of 84th minute, replacing Garnacho. Came on trying to make things happen a little bit, but not really, cutting edge. But it's not a huge amount of time really to do anything. But nonetheless, it was all right. It was an all right, all right performances all around the pitch. Genuinely all right performances all around the pitch. So, I can't complain. I can't complain. I literally I can't look at that Man United team and say anybody was crap or trash or don't play. You screw you. Don't play on the weekend. The only player really, right, that did exceptionally well today that I don't think, if Ten Hag goes with this plan of playing Bruno, the only player in that team that should not be playing that did exceptionally well is Christian Eriksen. Because if Bruno plays, that's Bruno in the 10. Eriksen cannot start in midfield next to Mainu. Has to be Agate. Has to be Agate. Give Kobbie Mainu defensive assurance and cover. Have Kobbie Mainu also help aid in covering Agate. Let those two work together and put a piece of performance together, right? Build some stability in the midfield. Give them some time and patience, and I'm sure that we'll see some good. We should see some good stuff from them, but we've got to see them given that chance. We've got to see them given that chance first. Victor Gyökeres scored today. I'm sure Arsenal and our fans were watching. Done deal to Arsenal, the Football Terror said. Nice old PR from Stan, just cronky there. Victor Gyökeres. It's a shame that he plays for a Portuguese club, because I'm sure Man United would look at that and say, ooh, okay. If we think about another striker signing, it's a good deal to do. And we know that the Portuguese club won't charge us 100 million for him. And that's the only downside to it, Michael, is with a Portuguese league player, not a Portuguese player, but, from the Portuguese league, if a player does well for a season, that's 50 million. If a player does well for 2 seasons, that's 100 million. If a player stays there long enough for 3 seasons, probably 150 million. Like, clubs know for the really sellable assets, they price them through the roof. Right straight through the roof. So, yeah, I think with Gyökeres, it's going to be interesting to see what teams do battle for him in the summer. Arsenal do desperately need a striker to actually progress, to actually go anywhere, to actually go from, a team that's in a title race to a team that's actually properly competing to win. Because it doesn't feel like Arsenal are competing to win, they're competing to be relevant, right? When people talk about, title pictures and Premier League trophies, and Arsenal fans sat at the door, so it's like, hello, open the door and let me come sit at this table. I want to come sit down at that table. The thing is that that's all they want. They just want to sit at the table. They're not interested in actually winning it. And that's the thing. That's the thing with the Arsenal project. Don Edu, Josh Kroenke, Stan Kroenke. It's not about winning the Premier League for them. It's about being included in a conversation about a title. As long as top 4 is achieved, as long as Champions League qualification is achieved, money is sweet as a nut. Sweet as you like. Fuzzy, can you come up with a new name for my show? I don't know. I've got. Do you know what? I'll see if there is a name. Let's have a look. See if there's an AI name generator. Name generator. Let's go. Business name generator. Let's have a look. Ba-ba-bum. Let's do all of that there. Let's enter that into there. We're generating your channel name. Let's see what it comes up with. It's shocking that Arteta wages have been doubled. Incredible. The fact that he's done absolutely nothing with his own project. The only trophy Arteta's won with Arsenal is literally not his project. It was a Unai Emery project. He inherited it and had to wait for the summer before he could start his own project. But he won the trophy whilst waiting. Since then, he's not had to wait. Oh, wow. There it is, Anthony. I've got it. Your channel name. Tractors, Breasts and More. Anthony Herbert, Tractors, Breasts and More. Literally, that's part of a fucking generated business name. Plowing through with Herbert. Oh no. That's awful. That is awful. Genuinely awful. That's a crime, that is. Breast mugs tractoring. That tractor booby. Oh my god. Oh my god. No chill herb. There it is. No chill herb. That's your new channel name. The show name, No Chill Herb. An hour-long session with the straw chewing gooner with no chill. Featuring breasts, tractors, and a whole load of Bristol Rovers and Arteta prop. Oh my days. Big tractor man. Man buff. Oh Jesus. Bertie Herbert, Toot Herbert. And her breast. Mr. Anthony Tractor. There you go. Need more tractors. Hot tractor. Hell, if it's if your channel branding's like a orange and black colour, there you go. Hot tractor. Anthony breast. Oh god. It's just slaughtering Anthony here. This AI generated business is absolutely slaughtering you. Big up Fuzzy, big up Mama Flossie. Bit to the chat. That's brilliant. God. Seriously though, Anthony, you should check out some of those. Literally, business name generator on namelicks.com. Spelt with an X. Namelicks with an X. Yeah, just enter your keywords and it will give you quite a few channel ideas. Swine and Herbert, oh my god. Dirty mouth. Breasts and tractors. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, so there you go, guys. channel ideas for Anthony Herbert. Pick your favourite. Put it in the comment section. Big ups to everybody joining in the chat. Lovely to see everybody here. Hope everybody is having a swell time, having a good evening. Hope everyone's feeling like having a 7-Up. 7-Up for 7-Up drink for Man United. Oh, comments, post-match comments. We'll cover those. Ten Hag says he was not devastated after Liverpool. Now I am not celebrating. Well, there you go. There you go. Anthony needed some confidence, and Rashford gave him the penalty. They are together. Well, Ben White and Alexander Zinchenko. You've got one swingers thing going on, and now you've got Anthony and Rashford. As per Ten Hag. Would you look at that? Crazy stuff. 8 watching, 9 likes. Good stuff, people. Keep smashing them likes. Keep smashing the likes. 7-Up, Fuzzy. 7-Up, Bajlani. How we doing? Buddy? Rashford says football is football. Sometimes you have ups and sometimes downs, but we have to use the games to get momentum and consistency. We will move on to the next game now. Rest, recover, focus on the next one as a front unit and midfield. I thought we'd done really well today. Ten Hag says, we won. Into the next round, score some great goals and entertain the fans. We are happy. Oh, he says we are on a journey, guys. We will see where we are in May. We'll see whether you're still in a job in May. We'll have to see. Somebody liked it twice, Anthony. Mikel and Herbert go camping. Yes. Or Mikel and Herbert go farming. Like Clarkson's farm. You now got Herbert's farm. Yeah, that was Taunt. Yeah, Taunt creating burner accounts again. He's trying to like the stream as many times as possible. The amount of cutback chances we're creating is one clear example of a change in style. These opportunities only arise from patience, composure, and patterns in the final third, something we didn't have last season. Well, cutbacks maybe it's because that's where the space is. It's not like with other teams that they leave spaces like we do in those positions. Everybody plays cutback against us, so if we've got the space to play into, then of course we're going to start doing cutbacks as well. Of course it's going to happen. LOL. I am not surprised it was him, Anthony. How very dare you? Accusations flying in chat. Shocking revelations. As you do. A journey, Ten Hag means trust the process. Oh no, I feel like an Arsenal fan. Now I know the pain Anthony must endure day in and day out. The struggles of a fellow Herbert in crisis and in desperate need. Donate £1 today by texting the number below 6969 420 to Arteta Saves Herbert in need. Your donations are always most appreciated. Manuel Agate is boss. Yes, man. Give that guy more starts. Give him more starts. Start him against Palace. Let him boss with Mainu or Kaswa. Mainu preferably. Let him boss with Mainu in midfield. Give us some defensive clarity in the midfield. We'll control the game, control the possession. If we're creating chances differently, we should score plenty of goals. Can't go wrong. It's a fail-safe process, right? Tony is always here. He's monitoring at all times. Don't slip up. I know, Tony's like the Eye of Sauron. He just doesn't stop watching everybody. Literally, if what's that funky business going on in the bedroom? Curtains drawn and lights off. No shot. Tony's watching. He's watching. He might be entire counties away, but trust me, he'll see it. He'll always watch you. I heard he's taken over from that slug lady from Monsters Inc. He's now watching Mike Wazowski as well. I heard. I hate the processes, Anthony, but that's why we love the processes. We love your process for you to hate it. You ain't seen me. The only time to backchat Tony is when the stream has ended. He's on shift, the phone is off. Yeah. The only time that he cannot possibly watch is whilst he's working on the clock. But then again, you probably will find a way. He'll probably find a way. He uses stealth mode. Evening, Tony. Anthony, Mama, sorry, eating, couldn't type. Oh, the phone is never off. The phone is never off. See, this is the thing. When somebody goes live, and like Tony doesn't, he doesn't get the notifications. He don't need the notifications. He just smells it. He feels the change in direction of the wind. He hears the birds chirping and start flying in different directions. He can smell when somebody goes live. He smells it. Then again, that might just be Anthony passing wind. Possibly. Can't say on behalf of Tony whether that's how the senses work, but it is what it is. Fuzzy, Tony said, tidy your room. Whose thongs are they in the background asking for a friend? They're mine. Don't you know? I've got my own collection. I modelled for Victoria's Secret. Who knew? Wear a wig, put some jello on the breasts, and wear a thong. Use Lady Gaga's techniques in hiding the schlong. Can't go wrong. Photo ops for days. They're having a field day. He is selling them on eBay and he put a bid. Can you imagine? That's why I have 3 phones. Tony's stealing phones. You heard it here. He's stealing. He's pickpocketing people on the high street. he's going around collecting them. That's what you keep hearing whenever he does a live stream. When you hear that do 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 do, you listen. Yeah, that's one of his muggers picking up another phone to bring it back to HQ. He's gonna plug everything in and upload to the wide web. I can't believe Arsenal fans are brought into this trust the process nonsense over 17 years. The penny should have dropped long ago. It's so weird. It actually is so weird. How this has actually happened. How has it gone from Wenger is outstaying, is welcome, but wins a couple trophies on the way out, he's a dinosaur, get him out, to Unai Emery, gets you to a European final in your first season. You could have said trust the process then, but apparently the guy was a bum and he wasn't a real manager and he had to be sacked because everything sucked. Well, then you get Arteta and then everything sucked to a whole new level. It must have been so bad that the coping mechanism, you plugged the copium in and then you started talking positive about the negativity, right? But then you forgot to unplug it, so you're still juiced on the copium. You're still using the coping mechanism for when Arteta took over. You're still reeling from the Unai Emery days. I don't know. That reminds me, Fuzzy, I need to buy chicken fillets tomorrow. Well, there you go. See, assist. I've assisted a goal. Goal buying chicken fillets tomorrow. Are they breaded chicken fillets? Are those like chicken Kievs by chance, or you know breaded chicken breast? I've just said breast. Anthony's looking at his mug again. Evening Arsenal Manic. Is it free postage and packaging, Mama? On the Piccadilly line. Joking. No, he pickpockets the pilots before they get on the plane. Before they fly. I believe so, Anthony. Is Terry okay? He's fine, mate. Busy as always. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. Well, how about it? How about it? Who would have thought, eh? Seven Hag strikes back, and biggest win as Man United manager. And nobody really played that badly. Nobody played bad. Everyone did well. Who gets man of the match? I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys. Put your thoughts of who you think the man of the match is. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets given to Rashford. Genuinely, I wouldn't be surprised. Scored 2 goals. So, yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll probably leave things there. Leave your thoughts and your feelings about the game in the comments section down below, and your verdicts on the performances. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to smash a like on the way out, or if you're watching on the playback, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. 36 teams, 24 qualify. This will go on forever. Champions League. That's it. That's the Champions League for you. But big thank you to everybody that's tuned in and stopped by. Take care. You too, Arsenal Manic, as extended courtesy to everybody else in the chat as well. And big thank yous to everybody who supports the channel and supports the stream. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And for tomorrow night, guys, remember, good night to all, but it's all for the greater good. The greater good. See you guys tomorrow. Take care and God bless. God bless her.